Hey, it's Mark, and we are back with another virtual real estate video. We are in Upland, which is kind of a game where you can buy plots of land, even build on them, flip them, hold them for kind of rents even. There's lots of cool ways to make money. It's a ton of fun. So today is an exciting day because it's the North Los Angeles release. And so Upland releases cities every month or so, maybe a little longer. And you can see they haven't released many. New Orleans, Nashville, Kansas City, Chicago, Cleveland, New York, Bronx, Brooklyn. There's a small town in Rutherford, San Francisco, Oakland, Fresno, Bakersfield, and Los Angeles is the newest one. So they release them. You can come in there, mint properties, which means basically you're the first one to buy them, kind of like developing land. And then sometimes you can flip them, you can hold them, make money that way. There's all kinds of interesting ways to make money. And they have collections, which means some neighborhoods and cities and streets are more valuable than others. And when that happens, you can make a lot of money. But they don't announce those collections till a little while after the release. So it's kind of like a guessing game, and there's all kinds of fun gameplay involved. So South Los Angeles was released last week, and I did okay, but not nearly as good as I did in some other openings. And I made some big mistakes, so I'm going to try and fix those today if I can. We'll see. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about North LA release, how that's going to work. It happens in about an hour here, and go over lots of other information. Now, of course, we like the likes, comments, new subscribers, shares. Keep all that coming. And I have a real estate channel as well, Mark Ferguson Invest for More, where we go over my flips, rentals, being an agent, running a bar, owning a liquor store, all kinds of great stuff there too. All right, so just to show you, we have this line right here, which shows the difference between South LA and North LA. And this is my Explorer guy right here. And I actually bought a property right here yesterday so I could send my Explorer in the right direction. And so you can't mint properties unless your Explorer is within range of them. So I'll show you right here. You can see here's this line. So within a certain range of this line, properties will turn green, and that's properties you can mint. And when that line disappears, then you can't mint them anymore, they disappear. So you have to send your Explorer in the right way, or you can send him to certain properties with what's called sends, ironically, and then you can kind of control him a little bit, but he mostly just goes in random directions once you send him somewhere. So I had sent him kind of this way yesterday, and he was in a great position this morning, and even right now, with his line kind of going really close to the Pacific Coast Highway here. And now he's probably not going to be in the right area once 9 o'clock Mountain Time rolls around. So I'm probably going to have to send him again. And the other thing I was looking at is just the size of the properties along the Pacific Coast Highway. They're huge. So I don't even know if I wanted to buy those or could buy those because my UPEX is decent, $480,000, but just gigantic properties along here. There's a small one, like one, oh nope, it's not even on the Pacific Coast Highway. So I wasn't super excited when I saw that. And when you release cities, they don't show you the lots and where they are until a few hours before the actual release. So I couldn't see these until this morning. So for right now, there just isn't. Is that even on it? Nope, that's Corona Del Mar. That isn't even on the Pacific Coast Highway. So there's very few properties. There's a gigantic one along here, which makes me think if you could get some Ocean Way, that could be a collection, but we don't know. But if you could get some properties along here, it definitely could be a collection. We'll have to see. So there just aren't many properties along there. So I don't even know if I want to focus on that. So I'm probably going to resend my guy from here and try and have him go this direction and hit Sunset Boulevard because that could be a collection as well. So we're going to do that here in a little bit. These again are big properties. So the bigger they are, the more expensive they are usually. So what we want to do is kind of follow here and see, there's some small ones. Smaller, they're still pretty big. So this would be a good area to be along. We'll just keep checking out here and see if there's other small areas. So there's, boy, that might be the smallest area. We'll keep following it. But I didn't do this last time in the LA release. I don't think that's on. That's a different road. Yep. On the different release, I just kind of like jumped to neighborhoods I thought would be good and minted right away, and wasn't going for specific streets, just neighborhoods. And it didn't work out well for me, just because there's so many properties in LA, and not all of them got minted. I'm gonna be much more specific on where I buy in North LA right now. So you can see Sunset Boulevard winds around all over, but that one area, oh, here, how small are these? Those are smaller too, but we are, how far away are we? Well, look at this. He's kind of going that direction, isn't he? I didn't even realize Sunset Boulevard. Well, it wraps around, keeps going down here, down here. Let me see how big these properties are. Oh, those aren't bad. Boy, if I could buy a bunch right along here, who knows what price they'll be? That'd be fantastic. And he's kind of going that direction. But again, we've got an hour, probably an hour and 20 minutes, because they'll release one stress test, then 5 minutes after that release 2 more stress tests, and then open everything. And this neighborhood is not in those stress tests. So I doubt he'll be in the right location, but if he were to start like turning, maybe he'll be okay here. So we're gonna wait a little while before we send him anywhere. But my plan was to send him back to this property right here, maybe around 8:45 or so, maybe a little earlier, and just send him this direction. And hopefully he doesn't change direction. He just kind of goes along here, and we have a nice line along Sunset where we can buy some properties. That's my plan. And then maybe we'll target some more specific properties that I'll talk about later. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, there's 43 minutes until the actual opening. We'll go from there as we get closer. Maybe I'll do another update. Stay tuned. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so it's 8:30, and I'm going to start sending my guy to the right direction. So when you do this, it's kind of annoying. You have to just keep sending him over and over to your property to try and get him in the right direction. And this is why I bought a property right here, because obviously I don't want to use all my sends to keep doing this to someone else's property. I can do it for free to my property. So he's going to try to send him down here, that way. Nope. Let's take a left direction, that way. Then you can like veer off the other way. Oh, that's enough. He's going, I want to go along there. He's going, oh, this way. Let's see him. Oh, he's going to go. I can't do it. I did this on the Berkeley release, sending him to Telegraph Avenue, which made a lot of money doing that. Even though it wasn't a collection, we were able to flip a lot of properties after minting properties on there. So that made me a few $100,000. Oh, that is closer. Let's see. So it was going like this. Ooh. Still don't know if that's good enough. I think I'm going to redo it. I just want him to go farther north, because in case he does change direction, I want to still have some of his path go over Sunset. I don't want to rely on him going exactly to the right spot and staying there. Like I said, this can take some time. Definitely wrong way. Okay, there we go. Now he's going this way. So we should cross paths at least right here, and then hopefully he kind of comes down that way. And hopefully by that time he still has his path over here, and if we have to... Oh, God, those are huge. Oh, well, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I had my guy sent in the exact right direction where he wanted to go, and look what he did. He turned. Oh, so now we have probably 20 minutes before we start again. Maybe longer. I'm going to send him back and just hope he doesn't turn this time. That's unfortunately part of the game where he doesn't always go in a straight direction. So, we're just going to do this really quick. Nope. Because it takes some time to do this, and I really am in a hurry now. So hopefully they take longer on the release, and my guy has some time to get over to Sunset It's 8:53 right now, so the stress test begins in 7 minutes, but I don't care about that. I don't care about those neighborhoods. And so it should take a good amount of time to complete those. 5-minute warning, complete the next one, 5-minute warning. So I should still have time here, now that I think about it. Oh, is that the right direction? There we go. That should be perfect. Yep, we're going to leave that. Hopefully he doesn't veer off and he keeps going straight this time. And worst case scenario, if we get there, we'll try and send him to a place he'll be closer, so it won't take him as long to send. We try and mint stuff right away. Cheap. These are cheap properties up here, so I did not participate in this city release, but look at that. Oh, 11,000. Not super cheap, but that one was 8 up there. So this is a cheaper neighborhood, which is good for people. You can usually tell if the neighborhood's going to be affordable because there's lots of FSAs in it. And they usually reserve the smallest properties for the FSAs. 12, so not bad. And these aren't crazy expensive. Because that is one strategy too, just finding the cheapest, smallest properties you can mint in the entire city. And you can't go wrong with that because you'll be close to the floor and you can make money. It's just tricky sometimes going through everything to find out where those are because there's so many properties and you can't see them all until you kind of scroll over till they release it. Oh, there's some small ones. Oh, it's not available. 60. Okay. Oh, did I go out of the neighborhood? Oh, I went out of the neighborhood. That's why. Like, why aren't these showing up? There you go, 8,700. That's pretty cheap. The floor in other LA is about 8,900, so close to being able to make money there, but not like a ton. All right, so we'll check and see where my guy is right now. Like I said, they'll get another 5-minute warning before that. He is headed that way. I don't know if he's going to get there in time. That he was going to be perfect until he changed direction. He could still change direction now too. But, I mean, that's not a bad property right there. 34, that's small. That'd be a great property to buy. Of course, by that time, my guy will probably be gone. He'll be past this area where there's pretty small properties to buy here. Of course, it's in Bel Air, so it could be really, really, really expensive. Right, that's Bel Air. Oh, Brentwood, sorry. Bel Air's up here. Okay, so they just announced they're going to have a 5-minute warning for the other two neighborhoods, which means at 9:10, I don't think I'm going to get there in time by the time they release everything, but I'll be close. I'll try and send my guy and mint some stuff, I guess, along Sunset. Otherwise, we might just be traveling to an area with really cheap properties and trying to mint stuff as cheap as we can. And see how that goes. Oh, I don't even know where to go. So they just said in 5 minutes they'll be releasing the rest of LA. It's 9:12 my time. That gives my guy 5 minutes to get that far. I think it's taken him 10 minutes to get this far. So he is not going to make it. So we're going to have to send him to an area where we think there will be good stuff on Sunset. And then right in here is fantastic. There's lots of small properties along here, smallish, and hopefully we can get a few of them, right? That's the plan. Then maybe we'll buy some small stuff around the rest of the area. All right, so they said it would be 5 minutes. It's 9:16, but sometimes I feel like they start stuff a little early, a little late. My Explorer is not close enough here to this area I want to be, or Sunset, so I'm just going to have to wait till something mints immediately, send them over. Hopefully I can get some stuff on Sunset. And then we patiently wait. And for a second there, all the lot lines just appeared. They weren't showing up. So I don't know if they were having more glitches with the game or what was going on. But I'm like, oh, not again. How can they have glitches when I doubt there's nearly as much people interested as before? Okay, so that seemed like, did something happen? We have plenty of sends available, so that's not an issue. It'd be really cool to get a fire station, but as you can see, it is. I don't want to get distracted and go somewhere else or start wondering, oh, where's the release? Why aren't they doing something? I'm going to stay right here and not go any other place. I kind of did that on Telegraph too. I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and it didn't open up, and I jumped up to look at somewhere else, and right when I did that, things opened up. But luckily, I still got some cool properties. Okay, now it's been a while. Oh no. I shouldn't have done that, should I? Oh. Why did I do that? I just said don't do that. They're having problems again? This is crazy. Refresh. No! They're having problems again. I was set up exactly where I wanted to be. Now it's not working, and I don't even know where I am. Come on, people. This should be a much smaller release. They should not be having issues right now with this. Is this right where I want? Yeah, that's right where I want to be. I don't see any announcements. I might not be getting my Sunset Boulevard. Oh, just an announcement. We are still investigating the issue. We will give a 5-minute heads up before we open the remainder of LA properties. Stay tuned. Okay, so I guess we're waiting a little bit longer. Maybe that will give my guy some time to get over there. Or maybe not. Who knows? Where is he? Well, that would be if my guy was around here somewhere. Okay. There we go. Let's see where he's at now. Still making his way over there. For 5 minutes. Boy, I might. That might have been the luck I needed to get some stuff minted right away. All right. Okay, so it's 9:34 now. It's been 15 minutes since it was supposed to release. Still no updates. We're still waiting. But my guy is in perfect position. So if they do release it here in the next, 10 minutes, hopefully, even 15, I should be able to mint quite a few of these, hopefully. And then hopefully flip them for a whole lot of money. So this delay probably helped me a ton, as long as it's not like an hour long. And then they release it then. So I'll keep you posted here. Okay, so they just update it. We need to run an extra test on our system before opening all of LA. As a result, in 5 minutes, we'll be opening up the Encino neighborhood in the northern portion of Los Angeles. So not opening it up just yet. Where's Encino? You better not. Well, I should be in great position. Here's Encino. And for those of you who are old enough to remember, Brendan Fraser was an Encino Man, a pretty interesting movie from a very long time ago. Oh, Ventura Boulevard's in Encino. So that could be an interesting play for some people. But I'm not going up there, that's for sure, because I'm in great position. Because if you do send your person, their trail disappears from here. I'm 90% sure, 95% sure. So if I were to send them somewhere else, I couldn't keep minting here. It wouldn't stay along. It would disappear. And you can see, we're in such prime location. Oh, the Brentwood Inn. What an amazing property. I have no idea what it is. There it is. A bunch of hedges. There you go. So Encino is now open for minting. I should have been up there so we could see how fast stuff sells by Ventura Boulevard. Because that is one road that could be a collection. The thing is, people, right, aren't prepared for what neighborhoods will be open, so they can't send their guy that way or try and hit that area. It's just random luck who happens to be in that area right now. And that is not an area anywhere close to where somebody's hoping to be. So, as you can see, it took a while to mint, but as soon as something mints, I should be seeing what the prices are. You can see them pop up. 135,900 for 900. That's not that expensive. That's a decent price. 32,000 for 215. 7,700. Oh man. Now this is making me want to pop my guy up here. Go to Ventura Boulevard, but I'm not going to do it. Those are some good prices. And there's no guarantee Ventura will be a collection. 5,000? Okay, so this is interesting because this at least gives me maybe some spots to go mint for cheap stuff later on. If there's a 5,000 one, like what are these? 8,000, pretty cheap. I need some like 5,000 ones. I mean, you're guaranteed to make money on that if you can mint those. How big are these? 9,000. It's okay. Balboa Sports Center. Oh, I might be out of the. Did I cross the line? There's the line. No? I should still be in Encino. Oops. $9,000. So they're kind of cheap, but I really want to find much smaller ones if it's possible. $8,000. Again, those are good value, right? 8,300. There's some cheap stuff up here. I'm gonna mark that on my little map. I have a map of cheap places. Okay. What road is that? Victory Boulevard. Okay. And we'll go to Discord. Open for minting. Let's see what Ventura Boulevard looks like. If my guy wasn't right on Sunset, wow, there's still a lot available up here. Look at that. I would be minting up here if my guy wasn't in a good spot and I had to send him somewhere still. So maybe I'll come back up here if I can and get some of these if they're still available, which would be crazy. How is that still available? All right, let's go back and see where my guy is. Such a good location. Oh, he like curved along the road. Please open. And a lot of times people will say that any named properties are worth a lot more. So like this Brentwood Inn that's named would be worth more than just a regular one. So if I could mint that and it's like kind of affordable, maybe that'd be a good idea. But again, if it's like $300,000 for that property, because it's kind of big, I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, I better get ready instead of messing around on my phone. Trying to post a video to TikTok. It's a work video. It's not me dancing, obviously. I don't do dancing on TikTok. I have lots of real estate content on TikTok. At Invest for More. Shameless plug. You should go there. It's cool.
Where was that water leaking at 1509 when you were turning it on?
In the basement bathroom, kind of by the main, I think. Somewhere down there.
Basement bathroom by the main.
It was like a slow drip. Every time they turned it on, it would like...
A slow drip every time they turned it on.
All right, so we should be opening up here really, really soon. I'm not going to click on anything until it pops up that I can buy it. I'm going to try and buy this Brentwood in here first. Hopefully it doesn't take all my money. Then I'm going to try and buy some smaller ones up here. And then if I buy some of those, I don't know if I just keep buying all of Sunset that I can. If it mints too quickly and I can't buy it, I'm going to jump up to Ventura Boulevard where there was that super cheap stuff and try and mint some stuff up there. Oh, what happened? Why do you beep at me? I don't want to click away. That little beep usually means there's a Discord message update, but I don't want to click away because this is very important, as you can see. I think we have 1 more minute until it pops up. I can look on my phone, but then again, I don't want. Okay, well, we got one. Right, these should be very valuable. And they're relatively affordable too, not like crazy expensive. So getting these on Sunset I think will be a good idea, hopefully. And why not just buy as many as we can? And again, if it doesn't become a collection, we can probably flip a lot of these. Ooh, what's that guy? Oh, that's not Sunset. Gotta be careful. How much money do I have? I have a lot of money. Surprised how many of these I can buy. This is a good thing. Everybody spent their money on the South release. Is that one? Yep. Oh, that one's taken. Hopefully, I mean, my gut tells me these are going to make me a whole bunch of money. Oh, come on. Let's go. There we go. Do I want to put all my eggs in one basket and just keep buying Sunset stuff? Kind of. I'm kind of disappointed somebody got. Look at these, aren't going that quickly. Okay, do we buy one more? Oh, that's the wrong road. Okay, we're down to $56,000. That was a good haul. Now we're gonna go see if Encino, if some of this stuff on Ventura is still available. I can't imagine it would be, but okay, that's, yeah. Is it all gone? Right, I mean, it makes sense that it's all gone. Oh, there, is that one? I can't afford that, but there's one still on there. Oh, is that Ventura? It is, why can't I buy it? Oh, I'm not up here. Duh. What am I doing? How much was it? Oh, someone just bought it. They just bought them. Brain fart. Oh, see, I don't know if I want to. Ventura keeps going. What are these? 17,000 for Ventura? Okay. Let's wait. Somebody should mint some of these soon, and we'll buy some more of these up here. 10,000 on Ventura? Okay, yeah. We're gonna park out right here and wait for some people to come mint these, and then we'll send my guy up here. Okay, so while I was doing this, my mic and video froze on my desktop computer, but luckily the video continued, so I can come back over this and record audio back over it. So it's kind of frustrating because I can't tell you exactly what I was thinking right here at the time. But I was looking at these properties on Ventura Boulevard, and they're so cheap. And so I was just waiting for these to be minted and just waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I found an incredibly cool surprise. I clicked on one of these properties because, like I said, the name properties can sometimes be worth more than the other properties. I was looking for cool properties along here. And one of these I clicked on. It might be in a second here. But you can see Ventura Boulevard is big. I kept waiting for someone to mint properties. It took forever. But like here I am searching again for people to mint properties so I can send my Explorer over there, hopefully buy some stuff. So that was the closest thing over here. And there just simply weren't Explorers in that area buying properties. So if my Explorer had been over in that area, that would have been amazing. But I would have missed out on the Sunset stuff. So here is this a really cool one? Look at this, what I found, the Dalai Lama. Oh, it was perfect, and I was so excited when I saw that. I wish you could have heard my excitement, because obviously a llama is the model for Upland. That's their the guy they use for everything, and it isn't even called the Dalai Lama. It was called something else, and so I was waiting forever for these properties to be minted so I could show me getting this property. And so I will fast forward it here until we actually get to the minted part. So this is 2 minutes later before people started minting stuff in the area. So it took a very long time to wait. And that's kind of the area I wanted to hit right over here and get that property. But I kept waiting for people to mint stuff closer. And it was just slowly inching over. And then boom, all right, there was one that popped up close enough. I could send my guy over. And again, you don't know what direction he's going to go. It takes a little while to send him. So there can be some lag. And then it's like, whoa. Where are the named properties? They aren't showing up. Okay, there they are. But none of them were really that close, except there was a named property now that I see it right in the corner that I probably should have bought. But I was still waiting for somebody to get close to that restaurant because I really, really, really wanted that restaurant. So I was just waiting. I'm like, what do I do? And I'm like, okay. Then I'm like, well, I buy that one. Well, as soon as I decided to buy it, someone else had bought it. But I had a lot of sends. So I decided to just... there's one I could send closer to. I could get my guy really close, and hopefully that'd be close enough to buy it. But what happened, as you can see when I got there, it was right next to it. So what I did was I just bought this one. It was named, and that took a little bit of time. So while I was doing that, I think somebody else bought the Llama restaurant because it just took a while. It's like, come on, mint it. And so, yeah. So as soon as that was done, and I had to send my guy because I still wasn't in reach. I'm like, come on, go. Oh, right there. Someone bought it right as I was going there. So I'm like, hey, I'll just buy that. Well, not available. Buy that one. That's an FSA. That was a mistake on my part. Buy that one. That one's not available. So it's like, stuff is selling quick once people got over here. So then it's a matter of, do I use my sends again to kind of get closer along? And then that one popped up farther away. So sent my guy over here, try and get closer to some unminted properties. And obviously some more popped up, again, becoming unavailable very quickly. Then I got that one. So I was just buying, I didn't have time to look to see if they were named at this point. I just kind of had to buy them because it was going very quickly. And so, yeah, that one went away. And then it's kind of like, okay, now what do I do? There's nowhere, super amazing up there. But there's still some cheap stuff right there. Those were so cheap. And I had to decide where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do. So I was waiting. Of course, I waited too long. Somebody already bought them. So then, and then it's like, well, I can send there and try and buy more of these properties close by. And they were pretty big and going fast. So that one, 100,000. I had not very much money left at this point. So it's just a matter of sending to try and get closer and closer to the small ones. And I was thinking I could buy, those small ones down there if I got close enough. And I could. And then boom, someone else is buying them already. So again, it just shows you how quick things go. But obviously I still was able to get some. That was 59,000, so I didn't have enough money to buy that one. So I obviously still got some good stuff, good properties. But it was not the perfect ones I wanted, but still, I'm very happy with how this went compared to the other ones. And then, yeah, there were some other properties here I was waiting to get as well, and just waiting for those and someone to mint something closer there, because there's some cheap ones here that were named, and I was hoping I could get in that area and get some named properties there. But again, it's the waiting game of waiting for people to mint something close enough. My Explorer guy doesn't run very fast or walk very fast, so we're just sitting there, and then that one sold. It's like, okay, do I want to get that one? It's not quite close enough. There's some on the other side to the left over there that are getting closer. So really, it's just waiting and hoping that I could get one of those cool properties, and someone would mint something close. So it can be a little stressful, but fun at the same time. There you see, there's a blue one on the left that got minted. We're getting closer. You could see my Block Explorer, the little green on the bottom right, he's getting slightly closer to it as well. Again, probably not close enough to mint it himself. I'm probably going to have to send him there. And we're just hoping that, there's some more minting on the left a little closer. So as soon as those get a little bit closer, my plan was to send him there and buy one of these real small named properties if I could. Again, just waiting. The ones on the top right are almost close enough, but weren't quite close enough, I don't think. Maybe it would have been, if I would have sent my guy to that top right property on the blue up there, he might have been close enough to get that property, but it would have been close. See, I see that now. I'm like, oh, let's send him there, see what happens. So I waited a while to do that. And then when I got there, it wasn't close enough. So it wasn't the end of the world. So I'm like, okay, these are getting closer. I'll send them over here. And then while we're waiting for that, more and more getting minted. So then it's like, okay, here's at least, I don't know if they're named again, but there's some kind of close. And man, my guy's just out of range of those named ones I really wanted. Oh, and that one sold. Then I'm like, okay, we're close enough. I'll use another send. I think I had one send left, or two sends left. Got here, try to buy that. I think that's a named one. It was sold. Dang it. But wasn't the end of the world. I used my last send right here, which is kind of risky play, to try and get closer to those right there. And it worked. I was able to get one more there on Ventura. So we did well in Ventura. Of course, the tractor pops up on the last thing, the CAPTCHA. But we did well. We got quite a few properties on Ventura. We got quite a few properties on Sunset Boulevard. That was my goal this time. I didn't even go in close to the ocean, to the beach, and the Pacific Coast Highway, just because I was preoccupied with these streets, and stuff was so expensive down there, so big, as I showed you earlier. So we got quite a few properties, dropped myself down to 9,000 UPIX, out of sends. So I think it was a good haul, a good morning, much better than the South LA release, where I was focused on neighborhoods, not really the size of the properties, not the streets, and that really came back to bite me. So there's just too many properties. I really should have focused on the streets, buying small properties, and going that route. And then, I went back and looked to see what some of my properties were. Got a restaurant, so that's kind of cool. So I did get one named property there, so that's kind of cool. And didn't get the llama. Would have loved to have the llama, but that's okay. And looking back at Sunset, got quite a few properties there, and I just wanted to make sure that I was on the right, Sunset Boulevard, not Sunset Drive or Sunset Street, because there are a few of those. And I want to come back and see, oh man, there's stuff still minted. But nope, those were on different roads. That was on Homestead, that was on Stonehaven. So everything on Sunset minted right away. There's one for sale for, that's not on Sunset, that's on Saltaire. I was like, oh, that one's cheap, but that's why. So we got a lot of good stuff, I think. I think this is a much better use of my money. There you can see one for sale for $391. Not that that means much, but I think we'll be able to sell these Sunset Boulevard ones for quite a bit. And I'll definitely put some of those up for sale, mint some of those, and then not mint them, put them up for sale, see what happens, have an update video, talk about how we did after all this was said and done. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love it if you made it all the way through. Love the comments, love the shares, love the likes. Keep those coming. Let me know how you did, if you participated or not, how it went for you, if you're happy. And we'll have many more videos coming up here, lots of updates, so make sure you subscribe if you have not done that yet. And of course, we have investformore.com and my YouTube channel, Invest for More, for real estate.